Bison were never meant to survive colonial expansion. In the United States, there was an unwritten yet well-known military campaign to eradicate the bison, the life source of many indigenous nations resisting governmental subjugation. In Canada, their depletion was insidious because the government planned their obsolescence. Canada's politicians may have conceded that they could save some bison as living specimens of a lost species, but the rest would fall before the advancing tide of white settlement. With them would go the multiple First Nations living in concert with them. The bison's near extinction was a tool of assimilation. The famine that resulted from their loss drove many to sign treaties and accept reserves. The attempted erasure of bison and indigenous peoples resonate with one another because, as theorist Aph Ko points out, the logic and systems of white supremacy have labeled both as animal in relation to the white human. And so both have been treated as a wild other to be conquered and brought into proper relation with white human society. It was at the tipping point of bison extinction that the Canadian government swooped in to save them. Settlers have been in the business of corralling, culling, and mythologizing the bison ever since. This relationship with bison, established by settlers, has been inherited by today's generation. There are ways of knowing bison that we have inherited as well. These ways position them as artifacts, as population numbers and data.
I followed in the wolf steps for 2 years, and it is so meaningful to see you also follow their steps in your own way. Even though they are just 2 wolves out of the many wolves that we have collared in science, I think their story is extremely special. I'm so happy that they get their attention that they deserve.
The land, which had supported millions of bison, particularly in the vast austerity of the southern plains, was not suited to the burden of modern intensive farming. The bones of the bison were sold to the east, where they were processed for phosphorus, and then sold back to the homesteaders to fertilize their soil and make it, quote-unquote, productive. But the parched ground that had been held in place by bluegrass and buffalo grass was quickly exhausted and blew away during immense dust storms that choked and starved the homesteaders' descendants. The once fertile dirt blew all the way to the east coast. The works in this exhibition reflect my process of confronting and attempting to unlearn reductive and isolating taxonomical perspectives that arise from colonialism's continuing legacy. They suggest ways of knowing through relationships and manifest what happens when we critically reconsider received facts with care, attention, and time. While bison are the center of this exhibition, the intermedia and interdisciplinary works within it enact an enmeshed way of knowing the world through the human and more than human beings that form it and are formed by it. Here, looping tendrils crisscross and lead us toward understanding.